Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about my project Bibliography Data Management System, which was a part of GSOC 2020. My mentors were Zoon and Sagar. Let's get started. So CDLI has developed a new fully relational database from its old flat structure. So to handle the bibliography data in this new database, the aim of my project was to be able to create features for the admin to manage the data as well as for the users to search the required data from this. These are the objectives which I completed. Let's go through them one by one. First is managing and viewing publication data. This included admin features like publication index, add and edit pages, and public features like publication index for for the general public and view publication. Let's have a look. So first for the admin publication index, we have all the search criteria here through which we can search. So if we give entry type as book and we can narrow it down to search by 2010 year and we hit search. So we have the results from there as we can see, and we have edit and delete options over here. And then next we have add new publication page. So these are all the columns in the publications data table that we can fill. And additionally we have author list and editor list. So author list, we type in characters, and on entering C characters, based on that it will give us suggestions, so we can select from that. So if we select this author one, then we can select one more. Similarly editor we can add. And now if we try to submit, it shows an error because none of the fields are filled. So we at least require a title to be able to save. So we can enter a title here and then we submit and it gets saved successfully. And similarly, so edit feature also has the same structure, and then finally we have view page. So this is the view page containing all the data, and we show related artifacts. So this one has no related artifacts to it. So the publication index also has a similar structure, only that the sensitive information is hidden from the public and not shown to them. So that's the only difference, and that's it for publication. Next we have managing and viewing authors data. So similar to the publication data, we have the same structure of index, add, edit pages for admin, and author and index and view pages for the public. So let's have a look. So this is the admin authors index, which contains all the entries in the alphabetical order, and we have a alphabetical pagination as well. So if I click on L, it goes to the page where the author with name L with the first letter L starts. So this is the pagination implemented for this, and this is the add pages for that for the authors. So these are all the details, and the first name and the last name, one of them needs to be present. So if we directly submit, it won't accept that. Also the name needs to be unique, and we have an e-station order for storing the names in that format. So if we select, the name will be saved in e-station order. So based on first name, last name, and this field, we generate a full author name and save it in the database, which is used for the display purposes on all the places. And then finally we have authors view. So if we click on any other author, we have all the details and the related publications to the author as well. So that's it for the author side. Next we have associating publications to artifacts, that is linking of artifacts to the publications. This is an admin only feature, and there are 3 ways for associating the data. We'll go through them one by one. So first we have direct association. So we can give any artifact ID as well as any publication BibTeX key. So this provides us an autocomplete feature based on our input. So if I type in, we'll get suggestions and we can select one of them from the existing values, and we can fill in comments, exact reference, and the publication type, and we can submit to save. Then another way is through the publication view page. So for a particular publication, we have related artifacts section, and here we have link artifacts. So we can link artifacts to this particular publication. So we can go here, and yeah, here we have a brief idea of the values for the publication, and here we have linked artifacts to this particular publication, a list of them, to make it easier for the admin to change the data. And then here accordingly artifact ID can be added and other data can be added and submitted. And similarly, this is accessible through the artifact view page, and we have artifact information as well as a linked publication to the selected artifact, and the data we can input here with publication BibTeX key as the identifier for the publication. So these are the three ways. And next we have bulk data upload. This is an admin only feature. So for this feature, a bulk upload component was implemented to which is able to handle any of the following tables we have. So for the purpose of my project, the bulk upload was implemented for the following tables: publication, artifact publication association, author publication association, and editor publication association. So let's look at one of the examples for the publications data, bulk upload publications. So we'll choose a CSV file which is in the required format, and then we'll submit. So this after submitting, we have a validation error report. So if there are any sort of validation errors, it will show up here, and if there aren't, it will just proceed to directly save. So because we have the errors, we have this report here right now. So we have line number in the CSV file, and then this is the data. So all the data columns like BibTeX key, authors, year, and the corresponding data is shown. And then at the end we have errors, what the error is and why this validation error occurred. So it shows up here. We can decide to proceed, and if we proceed, it will just go on to save the data which doesn't have any errors, and it will give us a final error report again in a similar format, line number, data, and the errors. The difference between this and the validation error report before this is basically it on top of the validation errors, it also shows the other forms of error, like if any entry which we are trying to save is a duplicate entry, and many such errors. So at the end we have an option to export all the errors as a CSV file. If we do this, we get a CSV file download, and once we open that, we can see that this contains the entries which had errors. So we can just like look at the errors here and fix it in this CSV file, and then re-upload the CSV file to complete the saving process. So that's it for the bulk upload data. Merge publications feature. This is also an admin only feature. So the conversion from old database structure to the new database structure is not perfect, and it leads to many duplicates or near duplicates for the publications data. This feature aims to help the admin to help in this process of cleaning the data. Let's have a look. So similar to the publication index, we have the search based on the fields. So we can search based on any of the fields provided, and the search results are limited to 50 results, and we have all these results here. So we can select the entries which we think are duplicates, and we select merge. So here we have the 3 selected entries data. Then we have all the details. So the details are filled based on the first publication. So the merge works in such a way that it like the first publication details are given which we can modify, and the remaining ones are deleted, and all the related artifacts. So here we can see all the related artifacts to all the selected publications are displayed here. We can edit their relation data, and we can submit for merging. So here we can have a look at the first publication. So this is where it will get merged. So it has only 3 related artifacts. We finalize the details and we click on submit. So all publications have been merged successfully. So now if we look at this again and we refresh, we have all the related artifacts, and again if any fields would have been changed, it would have displayed here. So this is the merge publication feature. Those were all the features. To conclude, this project will help the users to find the required bibliographic data, as well as it will help the admin to manage and improve the quality as well as the quantity of the available data. So possible future developments include extending bulk upload to manage other tables like artifacts, as well as some features which can be developed for associating other related data for artifacts as well as for the publications. So that's it for the presentation, and thanks everyone for being present. We'll conclude here.